4. 37.
We are live. Hello, everybody. This is Peter Palmiotti. We're your friendly neighborhood studio synergy. We have a few people here. There'll be a few more joining us. And we'll go from left to right as I see them. All of us have been here before, but just doing intros. Hey, Ben.
What's up? That's about all you're getting from me today.
All right, he's tired. Hey, Eric.
Hey.
He's tired too, apparently.
No, I'm,
Hey,
I'm browsing for reference right now, so I'm distracted.
And we have Pippa.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm less tired, but it is quite late.
Yes. It's 1 something in the morning.
It's actually not. It's only 20 past midnight.
Oh, okay.
So unless the clocks have changed, it started like an hour earlier.
All right, so you know, I should have thought of things to think of, but
Thought of things to think of.
Well, things to think of. Well, topics of the show. I could tell you, like, this year so far, if I had to condense it and give you an overall, has been very chaotic for myself and distracting and frustrating, and a lot of what I'm working on is long-term setup, kind of like what Ben setting up his Kickstarter. Oh, he dropped out. He'll be back, hopefully.
There he is.
He came back. Yeah, so like I'm just getting like pulled away from work, and things are happening. Like our washing machine died. We got a new but used one, and we've had nothing but problems with that. We need a new dryer drum for that. But at least the washing machine works, so it's half the battle. We had this medicine cabinet in the bathroom, and I think my cat Taz might have jumped on top of it, and that came off the that came off the wall. And we had a house guest who completely sort of upended our living room, and she was here a couple of weeks. She's not here any longer and probably won't be coming back, so we'll be mailing her stuff wherever she's moving. But that it's just been like one thing after another, chaos, and I'm like, you know, it's not me getting old. It's just the way I've always liked things. I want to put my cup here and keep it there, and know that it's there to reach for, and Lisa's like, you know, sort of the opposite. She like moves things around every day, and but you know, I'm trying to become more focused and just diligent about, like, one of the things I want to do here in my studio I've talked about before is become a lot more organized in my workflow, as well as, you know, the sort of the business end, and I have a lot more groups of people I'm working with, not only doing, you know, like these studio synergies, which I could be more effective doing this, you know, speaking of, you know, I mentioned like making a mailing list for people that want to join in, as well as, you know, if you want to watch it go live, I could send out an email to people 15 minutes before it goes live and stuff like that. Any of you can jump in with thoughts of your own, want to add to it?
I've had a pretty crappy year up until the last 2 months. Oh no, I mean, like, I ended up having to learn how to walk again after I crushed 2 discs in my spine in January, and I stopped writing because I didn't have the passion for it at the time, because I had a lot of everything else going on, and then I started up with my partner in the Google Guides thing back in April, and everything's just kind of like snowballed from there. It's nice to finally have a project that I care about. But yeah, it's been a really crappy year.
Does it help you, particularly like having a partner in crime?
It's nice because when we get to work together, we bounce off each other with different ideas, which is great. But it really varies. Like, it depends on what we're doing. Because she's quite shy, and she generally likes different things to me. So she likes to do things on her own. And I'm waiting for your cat behind you to knock something flying off that shelf.
Yeah, that's M. Night, named after the director.
That's a great name.
Does that mean you're always throwing twist at you?
I have a stack of envelopes, and my cats, a couple of my cats love sitting on them, like he is now.
Yeah. But yeah, I really love working with her when we get a chance to. But we're actually moving in together at some point soon because we're renting a house together because it's just going to be easier to get a studio set up to work on stuff. So
Awesome.
with that, just a bit easier to work. Neither of us have like kids or pets or other halves or anything like that to worry about. It's just like, right, let's just go work on what we care about.
Cool. Yeah. It was funny. Just like this afternoon, our little one, Monkey, we were all in the living room, and she was just bursting with energy, running around, and she decided she's going to climb up the curtain, living room curtain. She climbed up the curtain and climbed down, and it's like I didn't believe it. I wish I would have filmed it. It was amazing.
The courage of animals.
Yeah. So Ben, how you doing, buddy?
I'm living the dream. I'm living the dream. Hopefully it doesn't turn into a nightmare.
Oh no.
You want to tell people your current state with the Kickstarter?
Let's see. We're coming up on the $4,500 stretch goal. I think we're about $90 short. Let me make sure. So I'm getting ready to work on the super secret 4. Hey, what happened to my app? Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my screen went blank on the Google thing. I have I'm going to be doing 50 quick headshots on 9x12 at the $4,000 mark, super secret stretch goal. And I will be putting those into 50 random people's envelopes for that you would have to at least get the $10 mark where you get the book mailed to you. So I'm gonna let one of my daughters throw those pieces into random envelopes, and then hopefully we'll hit. Maybe I'll probably have a possibly super secret $5,000 stretch goal that I have no idea what the hell I'm going to do, and then we have the 5,500 and so on. Yeah, everything's going fine as far as the Kickstarter. I've only had 2 people cancel their pledges, mostly because they sent me a message where when the Kickstarter first started. And that's kind of weird. I can't say Kickstarter started or Kickstarter kicked off. Anyway. They sent me a message about asking to promote their Kickstarter. I was like, okay, man, it looks pretty good. I'll give them a shout out. And, I did a share on my page and then did a Kickstarter update with their stuff on it, saying, hey guys, take a look at this. Then a few days later, they said, well, since we donated to your Kickstarter, how about you donate to ours? And I was like, wait a minute. I've already given you a share on my page. I've given you a shout out, a valuable place on my Kickstarter updates. Now you're going to ask me to give you money so you can give me money. I mean, if I think they had donated $15 or whatever, and I can understand if I was $15 short of being funded, then I might have contemplated it. But the problem was, is like I was already funded. Like I don't. I want you to donate to my stuff because you want the product, not just because you want your Kickstarter to kick off. I mean, I understand the logistics and the business side of it. I understand it completely, but I do live in a idealistic world in my mind where I want things to work a certain way. And I want you to want the product and want to put down the money, not just spend $10 on mine so I could spend $10 on yours. It kind of boggled me and it kind of bothered me. But I never answered them on the second one. And then I noticed that he and I guess his partner canceled their pledges to mine a couple of days later. I was like, all right, well, that's cool. You do what you got.
Yeah, well, fuck you too.
Yeah, in so many words, yeah, it's probably what I said in my head. I mean, I didn't say it out loud, but I was like, well,
But there is that part of your mind that's just going, yeah, fuck you too.
Yeah, very much so. But
you'd kind of hope they actually. I mean, if you're backing something, you should really care about the project you're backing, not just like you're saying, not just go, oh yeah, it's just money. I'll do this because like I wouldn't back something I didn't care about or wasn't interested in. I wouldn't just do it out of giving money. Makes no sense to me.
I share Kickstarters all the time. I got like a Pinterest board where I pin Kickstarters I want to share, and it's like if I can't support or if I don't want to support, but I see a project that has quality to it that I think my friends might like, I share it around. I share it on Pinterest. I share it on Twitter, Google Plus, wherever. But it's like I don't pledge to something unless I want it. It's like I rarely pledge for just a digital PDF or something. I usually get a print copy of whatever I'm pledging for.
Oh yeah, you've seen my shelf, right?
Yeah, and I'm not a rich man by any means, and so it's like, okay, now I have to come up with the money, but and Lisa's like, stop pledging the Kickstarter.
Well, in this instance, for me, I'm an engineer by trade, so I deal with numbers all the time. And I sat here thinking, okay, if you donate $20 to me, for me to donate $20 to you, the math doesn't add up because the money I donate to you is going to take a percentage hit off of Kickstarter and the credit card processing fee. Then the money that you send to me is also going to take a hit off the Kickstarter fees and whatever, and the credit card processing fee. So the total $40 isn't going to be $40. If I was that close, let's say I wanted $1,000 and I was at $990, I would have my wife log in and put $20 in and just call it a day.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know there were a few people during our campaign that were like, well, we'll do a swap pledge. We'll do yours if you do ours. And to me, it's like, well, if it's a true friend, if it's somebody, more than just, you like their comic posts online or something, somebody you've talked to or you've met in person, I personally would probably be more willing. But yeah, there is that math about it that, well, if I have to pledge to yours for everybody that pledges to mine, and I'm not going to make a dime.
Exactly. Yeah, there's an advertisement side up to it. If they have a shitload of backers, then you would hope that when they do their backing, they'll take a look at yours, blah, blah, blah. But there's no guarantee that one person from their side will take a look at yours. There's no
True.
guarantee.
Yeah.
So, but if I donate to my own campaign for $20, there's a guarantee. The $20 is there. But that's me with math.
Makes sense.
It's like I'd said that if for some reason Untold was sort of down by a small amount when it came round to the final, I was quite happy to just up my my pledge to whatever it needed to be, just to, you know, cut it off. But I was quite lucky in the end. It smashed it by, you know, almost $1,000 above what was expected, which is great. Yeah. I was wondering if Les was going to be here tonight to discuss more about doing his Kickstarter, if he's going to do a Kickstarter.
Said he'll be late. Apparently there's some storms.
Oh, I didn't read that. Oh, yeah, just. Okay, I missed that.
Yeah, I just saw that. And Carrie's making dinner. All right, save some for me. So what else? What? Okay, I want to mention this. This is new development. Kickstarter. Everything's Kickstarter. YouTube. We're on YouTube. Let's talk about YouTube. They're moving from G Plus to YouTube. They're moving the Hangouts. I mean, you could already do live streams. I don't know what form this will take per se. But you know, I expect trouble on my end. I don't know. It's like it's easier on G Plus to set up a Hangout, and if you do it through YouTube, you have to use an encoder. It's all techno gobbledygook. I've done it a couple of times, but I'm not really comfortable with it yet. So if this show gets interrupted, if any, you know, like anything I start gets interrupted on, you know, as far as me putting out YouTube videos, you can blame them.
Blame YouTube.
Blame YouTube.
But
But
it is
you know,
usually always their fault.
it's like they're seasonal. Let's change stuff. And
Let's change everything and annoy everybody.
yeah, I get worried
Because we're assholes.
but you know, for the most part,
so used to
nothing drastic. But you still
I
learning?
quite like YouTube. I'm still learning, but I don't have any editing software. Leaf's got all the editing software, so everything I do is in one take on my iPad, and I just hope I don't say anything too embarrassing. And I just stick it out there and see what happens. But she has like the editing software to fix up when I say things that shouldn't be there, whereas I'm just like, people will just think I'm strange, and that's okay.
Well, I guess I haven't started my 100-day making art. I did a zero video, but like, you know, part of it is some chaos I mentioned. But more than likely, I'm starting tomorrow. I would like to edit my videos. One, because I really do enjoy editing. Even if the final result is not too different to the viewers, it's something I just enjoy doing. Like, you know, I'm no master of it. It just looks like different crap. But but you know, it's like one day I'm going to become really, really good at this, and the only way I'm going to be able to do that is just do it more often. And much like inking, like when I'm inking, I get in a zone, and like when I'm editing a video, I get in a zone. It's like, you know, you make scenes and you add music and all kinds of fun stuff, and I'm just goofy like that, you know. It's like, it takes me back to like when I got my first Atari computer, and I would put some letters on the screen and just play with the colors and for hours. That's the kind of guy I am. So, I've had a little bit of a false start, but I'll be posting the first video up tomorrow. And I'll mention, if you haven't already heard, I'm doing 100 drawings. They're all going to be commissions. I've got 20, I believe, so far. So there's 80 to go. If you want to commission me, you can message me direct on my Facebook, just a regular profile page. All my links are in my YouTube channel, so you can go there and $8 plus shipping. This is $1. Other locations, I'm not positively sure. It's like I hate figuring out shipping costs, but I'll double check at the post office next time I go there exactly how much things will cost me. But I realize I'm not looking at the camera; I'm just doodling. So
rolling through people.
What I'm doing.
But we got like 6 viewers, which is cool. Now that I'm going to be doing these regularly, we're going to have more and more viewers. One of the things that will probably change is when I do live stream through YouTube and do figure out the whole encoding thing and all the different ways you got to set it up. I'll probably have live comments again. Right now, let me see. Plus, okay, mostly people are just plussing things. I'm checking my notifications. But yeah, I'll have live comments in the future, but for right now, it's just, I'll just check comments after the show.
It would require you to stop doodling.
Well, probably. But it's like I'm trying to draw more, and even if it's not spectacular, it's me drawing. So I'm hosting a hangout and drawing. This is an artist hangout, and we're supposed to be working in our studios, and I can't fully think about what I'm drawing. But
I already thought about what I was going to draw, so I'm just drawing it.
There you go. Is that part of your 100 days?
I don't know. I'm doing 2 drawings tonight just because I wanted to do the Kirby drawing, but
right.
I've been also doing a bunch of Dragon Ball pictures for the last fucking 20 days or so. So I'm going to keep that going tonight. I'm going to draw Ox King after this.
If anybody watching this doesn't know, this is being recorded on the day that would have been Jack Kirby's 99th birthday, as Eric told us before the hangout. So, Jack Kirby, legend. If you don't know him,
what the hell is wrong with you?
Get out the chat now.
Yeah.
You have no business here.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Go home and take a nap. But,
and with that,
you don't know Jack Kirby? Uh-oh.
Oh,
Ethan!
his name is familiar?
He's basically him and Stan Lee created what was considered at the time the modern age of comics with Marvel. There was also John Romita, Buscema, and all them. Simon, there was a bunch of them who were there, but basically the power. Steve Ditko. Yeah. The power team.
I know who he is, but I don't know him by name.
Was Jack Kirby.
Yes.
He's also the one who created this lovely mug, Darkseid. He created the New Gods, if you know who they are.
Yeah, he did a lot of DC characters too.
Fair enough. Well, it is a shame he's no longer with us.
Yeah.
He passed away many years ago, unfortunately.
It's more of a shame that more people know Stan Lee than him.
Yeah, him, Ditko, and all. Like a lot of people know Stan Lee, but they forget that he came up with the initial idea. He would just say, "Here's the idea for this issue," and then that was it. He didn't write a full script. He would
Correct.
just say, "Here's the idea," and the artist would just go and draw it all, and then he would take it and add all the words.
So I suppose do we just associate him more because, again, he's got into relation with the films, which I suppose has been more accessible to a lot of the more modern day people that are looking at comics. Unfortunately, a lot of them don't get involved with the physical comics. They're just into films. And I suppose he's still alive, which probably helps a little bit as well.
That man will never die.
Yeah.
He's pickled.
Pretty much. If you ever see him nowadays, he might as well be pickled.
Hey now.
Dude's
And-
old
and-
as hell.
Yeah. A lot of the comic conventions you see him at, he does panels. For whatever reason, my brother Jimmy Palmiotti usually hosts a lot of them. Usually the ones in Florida, like the comic panels with Stan Lee talking about whatever.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
is that's pretty cool.
I've seen him so many times, but I never actually went up to him and spoke to him. I guess I should one day if
He
I
probably
ever.
should before before he passes away.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean,
It's funny.
sometimes you don't want to break the legend. It's like I don't want to see him as a normal man. He's he means so much to me, growing up and all he's done, and I loved his Stanley soapbox from the olden days of Marvel. I used to do have one page, and he used to do a little soapbox and talk about all these exciting projects coming from Marvel and what everybody is up to and behind the scenes and cool stuff. Back then, before the internet, that was like a lifeline to what's actually happening. Even if he's boasting, it was still informative.
Yeah. What you ought to do is just sort of walk up to him and go, "You look so much like Stan Lee," and definitely you don't break the image.
The thing is, he's the kind of guy who says, I get that a lot. Like, he is such a cool dude whenever you see him talk to people.
Yeah.
He is
He's a
both
bit-
the most humbled and arrogant guy in the world. It is amazing how he flip-flops between the two.
Yeah. Well, he kind of has a right to do it.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Ooh, on the note of different Kickstarters, I had one turn up today.
Okay.
It's really quite cool. And it's arty based, so you guys will like it. I don't know if you can see it.
Face cards.
Face cards.
And it's by Byron Winton.
I do who he is, but
Byron.
It's all different horror characters from
Oh, okay.
oh, that's
films.
cool.
They're actually really well done, and with the information behind them as well. So it's like the film they came from and their weapon of choice and stuff. And I was because almost everything I work in is exclusively horror most of the time. I just thought it was really, really cool to I just back random stuff that I care about. So I was like, oh, horror cards, I want them. But they're so good.
They look like quality.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. I just the fact that they actually look like the characters of the actors, which is nice for a change.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Doug Bradley was amazing. My Leaf T, she's met Doug Bradley at a convention a while ago. One of the ones near where we live, which was kind of cool. But oh, yeah, these are amazing. It's like you could play. I don't know. You could play some kind of card game with them, but it'd be who's got the worst killer. Probably not the most fun card game you could play.
I don't know. I know a few big horror movie buffs who would love that game.
Ah,
I'm
yeah.
intrigued.
My daughter would too.
I think it didn't end that long ago as well. I think it ended like maybe only like a month ago, maybe a month and a half, and they already had the cards out. So I was like really surprised with that.
Yeah, different Kickstarters have like, you know, like I think it's a must that you gotta have. Oh, I was hearing it was about Image. You have to have 3 issues in the can before you can publish through Image now, or something like that. Kickstarter is like you have to have. I don't know. Like you went through the process, Ben. Did it say anywhere? Like you have to have a certain percentage done, or anything like to that effect? No.
No, the only thing Kickstarter says, at least they changed their system a little. Just talking about you have to produce something. It's kind of the unspoken rule that you need to have at least some of it done to show people that you're actually going to do it.
Yeah.
But really and truly, I know there was one lady, she contacted me about helping her promote her thing, and it was a novel that she wanted to do. I was like, I didn't really understand why the hell she was at Kickstarter, because you can just write a novel. You don't have to really spend any money. But she really didn't have anything written yet. And
That's never a good idea.
And she got funded.
Wow.
Well, I'm putting up my novel Kickstarter tomorrow.
Yeah. I think the only thing she had was
by the deadline.
What was that, Ben?
I think the only thing she had was maps. Like the maps of the world that she was going to write about.
Right.
I think that was the only thing.
Well, that's kind of an outline. If it's a sci-fi or a fantasy, if you put enough into a map, then you know something about what you're creating.
I know when I'm working on fantasy novels, the map is the first thing I do, because I want to know where everybody's going to travel. When I say so-and-so is going to head north, I need to have a visual idea of where north is.
Yeah, you just can't make that stuff up.
No, I completely understand that.
Oh no, just do it like Star Trek. Just make shit up as you go along.
Yeah, we're going to the sector so-and-so.
See, it's like my book.
It worked for them for how long?
Yeah, that's true.
Well, it's like map-wise. I mean, I've got a map drawn out, but it's like because the book that I'm writing crosses multiple worlds, I've had to like plan a weird. I can show you actually. It's based off an image, and I forgot the name of what it's called. Oh. I keep crap next to my bed. Yeah. There you go. I forgot the name of the diagram. But then all of this connects together and it's all interlocked and all sorts of stuff. But that's a map of what my world looks like.
It's pretty perfect.
It's fairly symmetrical.
Yes.
It is very symmetrical, but yeah, it's based off an image and I forgot my name of it. It's the something star or the something sun or something like that. But yeah, I'm back to writing tomorrow. I've been convinced to return to writing after almost a year of not writing.
Good.
Yeah, well, I gotta add to this pile. I'll get there. It's just going to take me probably till Christmas before I get my first draft done and let anybody read it and tell me what's crap and what I really need to get rid of.
Yeah.
And Lord Darkside is finished.
Sweet.
Sweet.
And I'm just working on this headshot for the villain in my book. Somebody sent me a message. They were intrigued that I had a female villain, and then I didn't think about it. There's really not that many in comics. There's really not that many prominent female villains. They're usually B-class type characters.
They always do seem to be like the evil sidekick. Like
yeah.
they have the power to feed and clean up after the bad guy.
Pretty much.
Well, not mine.
this where the conversation falls into the feminism in comics and everything just goes to hell.
Well, you know, I'm a huge proponent for females. I guess it comes from having 3 daughters, but I always try to prop up the female character as much as I can, especially for a villain, because I know how evil some women can be. But
Oh yeah.
it's lacking, and I didn't even really realize it. You know, when I was creating Warbreed, I just wanted a badass chick to be the villain. You know, that was my thought, and really didn't have any political musings with it. It was just, I want a badass chick to whoop some ass and be really cool character. I was like, you know, when I first designed her, I was like, you know what? I want a female Darth Vader.
See, that's cool. So, when you think about women bad guys in films or animation or anything like that, the ones that there are, they really stick in your memory. So, I mean, I don't want to go into the world of Disney because soft and fluffy and kittens, but Cruella de Vil or Ursula from The Little Mermaid, I mean, they really stick in your memory, you know, or Maleficent. I mean, I mean, you know, the bad guys, when you think about the bad guys, it's like, well, there's that dude who had a sword, that dude who had an axe, but...
Yeah, like the rest of the guys. He's just another guy with a sword or whatever. But I think when you see the female character step into that role that is normally portrayed by masculinity, the female scares the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I was just working on a lady Pinhead, a female version of Pinhead, not too long ago, and for some reason, Pinhead was always a cool character for me, but the female, just me drawing her as him as a female, it just kind of creeped me out. It was like, ooh, if they ever remake this movie, there needs to be a lady Pinhead.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
I know, you ever see Single White Female?
Yes.
I don't know if you call her a villain, she's just messed up girl. But I you know, I'll never forget that movie. It's like, you know, it's just psychotic, too needy, so many adverbs kind of character. Definitely a really good movie.
You know, I would love to see more horror movies with female versions, not necessarily versions, but that type of character, something like Freddy, like Jason, but as a female.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, you tend to get a lot more women sort of. I mean, I suppose ever since Buffy, you do tend to get a lot more strong female characters, as in there the solo female who you'd expect to be crap at everything and die. It's like I reviewed a film from Hectic Films called Naked Zombie Girl, and that's not what you'd think at all. Like, I kind of went into it unsure, but it's like even the way in which she ended up naked was completely non-sexual, and I thought that was absolutely brilliant that they had like this woman going around kicking ass with a chainsaw, and she's butt naked, and that has absolutely no impact on her ability to kick ass. And I thought that was great. I mean, I would have liked some shoes, but
It's usually harder for me to fight if I'm naked, you know.
That's because you got more to worry about.
You have dangly bits.
So I got some dangling bits I need to protect, yo. Got to protect the family jewels, man.
yeah, you would not want to handle a chainsaw.
No, man. I'm surprised she would, man. She got some shit she could cut off, too. Like, at least bandage those things down so they're not, like, in the way when you're swinging. There's, like, at least a little bit of practicality to having something on.
Yeah, chainsaw would not be highly rated on my tools to use while naked.
No, it would be very low near the bottom of my list.
It's just not the easiest thing to swing around, you know.
The chainsaw or
The chainsaw, yeah.
Yeah, the chainsaw.
So I had to throw that in there.
Well, that brings up an interesting point. I've seen women walk around naked, and they seem to be just leisure about it. They're able to walk from one end of the room to the other just gracefully. We walk around naked, and we're watching drawers. We're even watching the ceiling fan, like saying that motherfucker bet not fall.
Yeah, I can't say that's ever anything I'm worried about, but now I've got the giggles, I'm not going to be able to stop.
She's got the giggles thinking about dangly bits.
Just things to think
That word is going to be haunting her in her dreams tonight. So she'll have the most amazing dream about like fantasy world, and then some knight will come in. Oh, thou dangly bits, hang out! Talk that away, sir!
It's just going to be like ceiling fans made from them. It's just going to be scarring for life.
I gotta find a way to put that.
It's not going to be very hair resistant, but...
People, when you get the book and you see that dangly bits made it to the book, you know why.
Yep. You can thank us.
It's going to be the title of this episode.
Dangly bits! That's why I'm gonna record that as like a ringtone for her.
And
that'll be the title of my next song, Dangly Bits.
This is the type of shit I think of in my head sometimes while I'm drawing or writing, and I'm in here laughing to myself. My wife just walks in and like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" It's like, I can't even explain it to you.
Apparently, hanging out getting
to avoid the conversation.
singing dangly bits. It just freaks me out. I can't imagine why.
I mean, as a writer, you need to use your imagination and think of all angles. It's like
I don't want to think
even if you don't wind up using
it. I'm going to use dangly
angles. Or dangles.
It's going to be the Pippa page. Whatever that page is, that I can use dangly bits. That's the Pippa page. Everybody should know that's the Pippa.
Oh, no.
There'll be a special dedication.
Yep.
To Pippa and her avoidance of dangly bits.
Moving on.
Dangly.
Oh, God.
It will never die.
I would if you dropped the ceiling fan, but that's not the point.
So is anybody looking forward to... I'm trying to move along.
Nobody's got the fucking jiggles, man.
Nobody's helping.
Nope.
We cannot escape this.
I can't see what that is.
Yeah, I'm just doodling, so you can't really... My focus... Let's see. Is that better? I don't know.
See, if you just went digital, you wouldn't have to hold it up.
Yeah, I know. I'll go digital one day.
One day.
Just not today. One day.
But it is not this day.
I mean, because
This day we speak of dangly bits.
I knew it was coming.
Oh God, don't say that at the end of what he's saying. That's even worse.
Now you can't even watch Lord of the Rings without it. I will ruin every movie.
Okay, Les is on his way. Maybe he'll save us.
Oh no! If I let him know what I'm talking about,
You know we're going
God.
to drag Les with us.
Poor Pippa.
It's so red.
Gotta stop thinking about them dangly bits.
I have seen enough in my lifetime to not want to see any more. I'm gonna stick with my naked zombie girl and her chainsaw and save myself from the dangly bits.
There you go.
Hey, technically she's got some dangly bits. They're
Not
just
from
in
what I've
different
seen in the
places.
film.
They're just in different places.
Ooh.
No, can't be. I can ruin both sides.
Okay, we just lost half our audience.
Probably. Good. Those immature fucks need to get out of here. We are having philosophical conversations here.
Yeah, let's go back to Stanley, and please, God, don't bring in this with Stanley.
I got a question for everyone.
All right.
In
All right.
stories, you know, there's usually specific tropes that are used over and over. What are the type of tropes that you guys are completely tired of?
Zombies.
Well, that's a theme. That's not necessarily a trope. Well, actually, it might be a trope now that it's in every damn story.
Zombies are everywhere.
Apocalypse in general is everywhere. But like be specific. Like what are you sick of, trope wise?
Well, let's see. In comics, I was tired of the. Oh, I have superpowers, therefore I must be a superhero. Let's see.
It depends on your superpower, though. Like, I'd have, like, the superpower to just kind of, like, wash dishes really quickly or find the missing sock. And like, it's just not a skill that everyone needs.
That would be awesome. Well, I was thinking of a comic book to do after the ASGARD arc. This first story arc would be, I wanted to just call it Power, where...
Isn't that a comic?
Huh?
Isn't that a comic already?
I think it's called Powers.
Oh yeah, didn't they make a TV show out of that?
But,
yeah, they canceled it.
What do you mean, heroes?
Oh, poor Oming.
but
No,
Power,
Powers.
what I wanted to do was, I wanted to do a Twilight Zone-esque type comic where this mysterious force allows one person every 24 hours to get superpowers or some supernatural ability for 24 hours. And how it affects their lives for that 24 hours. That's what each book would be.
Isn't that Dial H for Hero?
Is that for who?
Dial H for Hero, DC comic?
I have no idea.
No.
I don't think there were people got random abilities or anything like that.
See, in my book, my characters have powers, but they're definitely
Okay.
not superheroes. They're
I'm going to go mute for a minute. I have to take this.
Radio.
He's checking his dangly bits.
This is where we're not on mute and he's having to hear it. Oh, dear God. But no, it's like, oh, stop it. Don't make me use my angry English voice on you.
Oh, see, that would just make me happier.
Yeah, we just.
I love English accents. Bring it on.
No, I'll just use like a Scottish one instead or something.
Hey, I'm Scots-Irish. That works too.
But I'm
17% Irish.
17%.
2 generations, I'm completely Irish, which is kind of cool. But I've always been British, so.
You're a proper Brit.
Me? Well, I suppose both my parents are English, and I'm English. So. I was born in Oxford. You can't really get much more English than that. And I sound pretentious no matter what I'm saying. I can say dangly bits, and it sounds pretentious.
Yes, it does.
See, that's the problem.
Like, holy crap. I didn't think anyone could say dangly bits and make it sound pretentious.
You just got to ask, like, you got to add things like gosh and bloody to it, to make it even more pretentious. Like, gosh, bloody hell, that man has his dangly bits out. And then it just kind of ruins everything.
Or makes it even funnier.
And now Les has joined and is going to be terrified.
He just jumps in and is just like, why do I hear the word dangly bits? What's going on here?
Ben's vanished.
Oh, he has.
I just noticed how quiet it got because Ben's disappeared.
It probably kicked him like it does to me every now and then. I don't know why Hangout does that. It like randomly says, "Oh, you've been idle, bye," and I'm like, "No, I wasn't." You're sitting here drawing, you son of a bitch.
But it's like, yeah, in my book, the characters have got superpowers, but they're like they're only 18, 19 years old, and they're mostly learning how to use them, so they're all pretty crap at them. And it's like there's a brother and sister relationship, and the brother's kind of that kind of very laddish kind of 18-year-old, 19-year-old guy who thinks he's laddish. It's a British term. I should have said blokey. That's even worse. He's just kind of that proper sort of quintessential teenager who likes to run around and get himself into trouble, and his sister is like 2 years younger and is very, very straightforward, and she's like, I'm not taking any of your crap. And it's really good. I just love writing the relationship between them, and they're trying to use their powers, and he just sucks so hard at everything, and he thinks he's amazing, and he just isn't. You know, it's like there's a scene where he's like trying to cook food, and he's like got fish on skewers, and he's like showing off with this fish, pretending like he's sword fighting, and manages to fling it over his head, and it's just sort of like disappears off over there somewhere, and his sister's like, yeah, that's your one. But no, I just love writing stuff like that.
It's fun.
They're sarcastic, awkward characters. I love writing them. It's so much fun to write.
Okay, Les is here, but he's not speaking.
Hey, Les. If you can't talk, type something into the chat so we know what's going on.
It's good to have Ben back.
Yes, talk about Ben.
Yeah, every time I'm sharing my monitor, some reason it conks out on me. I don't know why. So.
Yeah, it says like you've been idle or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does that to me too. It does that to me even when I'm on camera.
You don't get to pick up like audio as a recognizer for the fact that you're there as well. Ow, God, my headphones hurt.
Aww.
I got on-ear headphones. Those like big fucking bulky ass ones.
Yeah, but I always wear like giant earrings and things like that. I can't do it. I'm wearing gummy bears.
So you just have giant earring loops in there.
I'm wearing gummy bears.
Hello? Hello?
Hey!
There you are.
Okay, my mic was muted. And there we go. I was actually going to say...
oh, wow. That's...
Pippa, right? Pippa,
yeah.
Right? Okay. I was actually going to say, I want to thank you in part for being here, because as an American, whenever I'm in a conversation with someone from the UK, I immediately feel like 10 times more intelligent.
Damn.
Just the sound of your voice makes me feel smarter, and I appreciate that.
I was taking that the other way. I was like, really? Do I sound that dumb?
No. It's
you make the conversation sound smarter.
Yeah, it's like it immediately, everything immediately just feels, it's like, no, this is serious, because there's a British accent in the room, and I love that.
I should just put my glasses on as well and go into whole professor mode. You know?
Oh my God, that's so cool. You don't even know. You don't even know. That's so cool. Yes. She's put the glasses on.
Let's just having a moment.
She is the inverse Clark Kent.
Yeah.
She's female and goes into super form when the glasses go on.
That's right. The educator.
That's so bad. I'm sorry. I'm just I've been slamming on this. I guess you guys can see it. I was trying to share my Manga Studio screen. Slamming on this pencil piece for Peter, and it actually took 2 screen cap sessions to catch it, because the storms here were kind of kicking power and starting to threaten to cause me some loss. But anyway, it's Dunskies.
Yeah, for those that don't know, because most people don't know, we're doing a 3-way YouTube collaboration.
Oh, I saw you mention that, and I went, I'm in no way getting involved in that.
So it's Les, me, and Patrick. What's Patrick's last name? I'm so bad. I'll go look that up. But
if there's a Patrick involved, do I get to be SpongeBob?
Yes. Patrick Brown. Yeah. Sorry, Patrick. So Les is penciling I'm going to ink it, and Electric is going to color it, and that looks amazing. Les.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
It does look so cool.
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I was in the mood to do something Lovecraftian, and I was like, okay, Lovecraftian with a chick in a flapper dress, and I was like, throw her in the sewer, give her a coal oil lantern, and yeah, let's run with this.
She feels like a Ripley.
A 1920s Ripley. Yeah.
She's got that proper sort of badass face going on, that kind of like, I'm
She
not going to
needs
take
a
this back from
chainsaw,
the
though.
tentacles.
She needs a chainsaw, yeah.
I would absolutely just jump at the chance to draw a straight up, just true to form mythos Lovecraftian book. I am such, like, on the 3D side of my business, Lovecraft stuff has paid my rent so many times it ain't even funny, and I love me some Lovecraft.
See, I like the Les here. He's changed the conversation.
Yeah, earlier we were talking about dangly bits.
Dangly bit. Well, in Lovecraft, it's like a dangly bit. So we're actually still in line. We've just migrated the dangly bits onto giant ancient monsters.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're dangly bits.
Cthulhu bits.
That's right, Cthulhu bits. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Well, that looks awesome.
Yeah, tentacles.
So you said you were going through a storm. We just had we had our trees trimmed here not too long ago, and I just cleaned everything up finally yesterday, and I look out just before the show, and it's like windy as hell, and there's branches on the ground, and it's like, God damn it, I can't keep this mess clean for any length of time.
Yeah. No, like outside right now, like it just stopped. Like it's raining, but it's not as hard as it was a couple minutes ago. But it's got that eerie. I actually dig this, even though it's a scary thing. It's got that eerie green tint over everything that happens. I don't know, like Peter. I don't know if you've lived here long enough to experience hurricane season in Kentucky or Ohio. Or not hurricane, tornado, duh. My wife's from Florida, so I hear about hurricanes. She's like, tornadoes are nothing. We had hurricanes. I'm like, yeah, honey, you haven't lived through a tornado yet, okay? Just stop. But yeah, if you haven't lived here, I don't know if you've lived through any of the tornado seasons. But there's this cool thing that happens when the environment is just right for a tornado to happen, where like the leaves on the trees flip. And the air pressure, the barometric pressure freaks out.
Yeah.
And everything has this green look to it. And I love that. I don't know why. Like, it's like, ooh, something's going to happen. It's stupid, I know. But, like, I don't know. I've lived through a bunch of tornadoes. And it's really, like, if you don't get wrecked by them, they're really neat to watch.
Yeah. Well, Mother
seen.
Nature is gorgeous, through her stages. Yesterday, me and Lisa went to go get dinner, and it was like thundering, lightning, but it wasn't like right on top of us. It was a little ways away, and a third of the sky, like towards where the sun would be going down, was like orange and red, and it was just like, it was kind of bizarre, just sight to see. I mean, it's like, it was just so beautiful, and we're wondering, is that the storm? Is that the sun going down? It just looked really strange.
Well, you are down kind of in Kentucky where I come from, so it could have been the fumes from meth labs.
That was probably it. Got a few of those around.
I'm sorry, man. It's been a long day, and I had a good nap in earlier, so I'm like full of energy right now, and it's just stupid when that happens. So.
You
guys really want to catch me when I'm tired?
You could just take over the show.
Nah,
we've already been in our little stupidness, so yeah. You're welcome aboard here.
Are you drawing an orange cock?
You got that?
like Pete's drawing an orc penis. He's drawing orc dongs.
Holy goddamn! It's where the belt area, the wrap belt area is coming.
Oh, okay.
Back.
Did you put a little heart above his Johnson? It's like a little heart pointing down. That's like, love me here.
Love me.
You know,
I'm going to say it's like you're not up here.
Your conversation plummets.
When I came in, I don't know. I got the impression I thought the maturity level was at about a 9, and I walk in and drop it to about a 2.
No, it's pretty much already been there.
Nice.
Like I said, dangly bits.
Punishment in comic book form at some point in the future.
What was that?
I'm going to receive punishment in comic book form at some point in the future.
Probably.
It would probably.
We're all going to be sending you issues of our comics, and it's just going to have, it's literally just going to have dangly bits written on it.
It's like, here I am trying to do a serious art show about, business and working in comics
and you bring us on here.
And this episode's going to go viral. I know it.
That's because it's all about the cock, Pete.
We didn't buy any chickens, did we?
Exactly. Again, you're back in my home of Kentucky with this cockfighting. We're talking about roosters. Sorry.
I really hope so, because otherwise you just. I don't want to see that kind of fighting. It's illegal in some states, but not in others. You'd need the global dark lightsaber.
Oh, it's completely illegal back home, but that doesn't mean they don't do it.
Are you talking with the chickens or without?
Either.
Either or.
No, actually, human cockfighting is legal there now.
Right, that's what I thought you were on about. That's why I was so confused.
But the roosters are illegal.
How does that work?
See, now I wish I had a rubber chicken somewhere that I could bash myself in the groin with and catch that on video, because it's just, I feel like there's some kind of a joke to be had in that.
Chicken that way? That's even.
I think we've broken her.
Oh, this is great. Oh, I so needed this. Thank you, guys.
Yes, I haven't laughed like this in so long.
I did something good. Woo.
You do know Peter's never going to invite us again.
Next time I'll have a whole new cast.
Hey, let's face it, I've been here for a while and I've never changed, so I keep getting called back.
Yeah, I pretty much like this all the time.
He was just like,
It's, as an artist, it's a lot of grueling work, and sometimes it's good to play.
Exactly.
So,
yep.
That's the lesson we learned today, if nothing else.
Hey, I never stopped drawing, even though we're never stopped.
I know.
I haven't either. Look, I'm still drawing. I'm
Hell,
on my second drawing here.
Some of the studios, I've worked with a couple of groups of artists in different scenarios, and a lot of time it goes completely insane. And you still work. Regardless of what comedy is going on or whatever. So it's good work ethics. I'm trying to bring something to the show.
Hey, if you're not allowed to laugh, then what's the point?
Yeah.
Yep. If you're not having fun, what's the point?
Come on, I'm sure even Disney had racy stuff going on in the studio.
God, yeah.
Oh, in the studios?
I'm sure.
How about in the final product?
Oh, yeah. So yeah. Anyway. So yeah, I'm just gonna start doodling here, and you guys talk because I don't wanna run roughshod everybody. So just you guys just pay no attention to me right now.
Oh, I was just realising that my laptop was making weird noises. It's just because it's getting really hot.
Well, we're gonna start winding down. I guess we're about it.
Oh,
Close to an hour. What?
You gotta go for about another 5 minutes.
Okay. Why?
You just do.
Okay. Is
Just trust me.
something happening? Okay. I'm trusting you, Les. I trust
You guys
you.
could probably see what's happening, so you might not want
I see. Somebody's getting excited.
It's just like I just need 5 minutes.
There you go. I figured if we're going to end the show soon, we might as well end it with a giant angry cock. So there you go. A giant angry cock.
Oh, please, can you give him a chainsaw, please?
Yes.
Give her something.
So let's just do this right, guys. Since we're here, we're owning it. We're just gonna
Only on Studio Synergy, we do it.
Yes, we do.
Studio Synergy, where you find the highest quality angry chainsaw wielding cock.
First, there was Angry Birds. Now there is... I don't even know what to call it.
Oh,
cock.
yes.
The new hit show on Adult Swim.
Oh, yeah.
It's just the fact that when it's switching between different people speaking and the camera's popping up, it just keeps going between that and the crotch of the other design.
Well, that's because I'm working on his legs now, so you got to deal with that.
It's just cock. And there it's crotch drawing.
I feel like maybe I should throw a pair of, like, soccer balls in there. So that it's a giant, angry, chainsaw-wielding cock and balls.
I'm sorry, Peter.
By the way, if you love this show, then go to Patreon. Support more episodes like this.
I'm sorry. I'm on a rip now, guys. I'm just done. It's been a long week, so yeah. So here it is. And yeah, the great part is I was at church this morning, so I'm sure some people from my church are going to be like, "Les, what was that we were doing on YouTube the other day?" Because I'm that whole cock and balls thing just wasn't funny. I'm like, dude, it was a chicken. Like, don't be so uptight, man.
It's just a chicken. What's wrong?
It's just a big chicken.
It's
not like I'm having somebody choke it. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Poor.
I'll have to make sure Lisa watches this episode.
Oh, God.
My jaw hurts from smiling.
He needs a bigger eye right there because,
Here we go.
Because my big angry cock keeps an eye on everything.
If that could use a chainsaw, that'd be very impressive.
Oh, God.
I'm starting to actually feel a little bit bad about this almost. I mean, almost. Not quite,
almost.
but it's getting there. I'm like, man, I am just totally ruining any air of professionalism I have ever had. This is just...
It's nice to know
Was it ever really there?
I pretend. I mean,
it just seems to be at the end of the night all I do is bring the dangly bits out of people, which is not really what I'm aiming for.
I
seem
just
to
got
have that effect on people.
I just got a couple of messages from Stanley and Jack Kirby. They're upset.
Hey, I drew Darkseid earlier, so
Yeah.
Kirby can appreciate his birthday gift.
Look, we got more viewers. Keep doing what you're doing.
More cock, man. More angry cock.
That's how you get the views.
This is, dude. We're on the internet. That's all the internet is
Yeah,
about.
pretty much. Cat videos, pornography. Like, just take your pick. Which one you going for?
You know, this you gotta market this one, man. This is the special angry cock episode.
Yes, it is.
Because
Oh man.
there you go.
Dangly bits and cock.
That's right.
Yep. That should be a song.
Okay, Peter. You now have two things for me to ink. You gotta ink this big angry cock, man.
If he does not agree to, I will.
In fact, one could say that you need to work it.
Wait. I think Eric said he wants it.
Whoever that was.
Is there anyone else here who would like to work this big cock?
I will.
Eric wants to
Bring it
touch
on.
your cock.
I'll leave it to the professionals.
Oh.
All right.
So
Let's wrap this up and we can go talk afterwards.
we're gonna wrap our big angry cock up. So does that mean the show's ending with a condom? Or just something from like Tyson or Purdue?
There's no coming back from this show.
I am so sorry. You know, I really am sorry. I mean, I'm not stopping. I'm still working it, but I am kind of sorry. I've just totally reduced this whole thing to something horrible. But here we are, and you know.
Oh, good.
But there he is.
That's so
There he
right.
is.
Please.
This has been the best studio synergy ever.
There you go, guys. There you go.
Please
That is a
support
very
my
nice
show
one.
so I can run away from home.
You might as well just hit the stop broadcast button at this point. There's no exit.
All right, I'll put
It's just
links
us
in tomorrow. Watch
Oh,
other
no.
episodes. I have much more professional ones.
No, you don't. This is all your content is.
Oh man.
And we'll
All
see
that-
you again next weekend.
Same top day, same top time.
Bye.
Cock channel.